Hello, and welcome to my 900th episode of Smackdown tonight. It has been over 900 episodes of Smackdown, and as we still come closer and closer to Survivor Series this Sunday, a lot of returns you are going to see tonight on here, especially with the return of Edge and the return of The Undertaker returning to SmackDown for the 900th episode, as they showed a little bit of, some clips of the history of SmackDown a little from the first stage, from people like Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, Taker, John Cena, Triple H, The Rock, Austin, everybody pretty much who have all made SmackDown big, like, even other names like Mysterio or Edge and Taker, Kane. There was a lot of great clips from SmackDown. Really, they pretty much had JBL, all of them. And as they talked about the 600th episode of SmackDown, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan kicked it off as Survivor Series is happening this Sunday. They pretty much kicked it off with the Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz, once again for the third time for the Intercontinental Championship, which pretty much had like 3 commercials throughout it, but the ending was very surprising. I don't know why they didn't want to go through with this match on Sunday, but mostly Spirit Squad tried to come out, and Miz pretty much had got to the ropes and Ziggler had a leverage pin over him, but Maurice was able to push it back over so Miz could get the pin. So Miz, once again, is the Intercontinental Champion, which is very confusing. It's like, why would they go through with Ziggler versus Miz? That would have been a 5-star match. Sorry, not Ziggler versus Miz. Ziggler versus Zayn this Sunday. That would have been a 5-star match this Sunday, to be honest. I wanted to see Ziggler versus Sami Zayn, but now they want to go with Miz. I don't know if the Intercontinental Championship is going to be moving to Raw or not. I really thought Ziggler was going to beat Zayn in the begin with, really, because like it's sure be a great match. But I don't think he was going to take the IC title to Raw. And now that I look at Miz versus Sami Zayn, I'm sure Miz is going to use all the tricks in the book to make sure he doesn't win the Intercontinental Championship. But some people think that both Ziggler and Sami Zayn was not really going anywhere at some point, I feel like. And some people think that Ziggler was going nowhere as a babyface champion, even though if they tried to do something with him, it would have worked. But it looks like they had no plan, so hey, let's put the belt back on The Miz. Alexa Bliss was talking to Daniel Bryan last week about the title match, but Daniel says you need to be ready. As Natalya was quoting some Chumbawamba song lyric, which I am very tired of these like lyric gimmicks she's doing, so it makes no sense to me. Kalisto went against Oney Lorcan from NXT. Kalisto botching like usual, like an idiot, just botched trying to jump off the ropes badly. And he's going against Brian Kendrick this Sunday for the Cruiserweight title. Expect botches. Lots of botches. The tag team division was in the back as Heath Slater brought a special speaker. And it was King Booker! He had the crown and the robe, and talked about the Survivor Series match until Breezango told him everybody had called the fashion police and that told him what his Versace thing and called him King Booger. But King Booker told off from 1987, and pretty much he said on 1987, then he went back to being regular Booker T. He says, "Tell me you didn't just say that. We're not gonna dress like Pirates of the Caribbean here, rejects. Now go put these shirts on. Now can you dig that, sucker?" So it was cool to see King Booker because he had a little bit of a good run on SmackDown. Was the biggest fan of it, but he did make the King thing really work. So it was cool to see King Booker on here again. Carmelo went against Nikki Bella, which match kind of went on for a minute. And Charlotte entered the arena with a ticket, but pretty much Charlotte and Nikki started to argue each other ringside, and she threw Charlotte in the ring, which is still asinine that Nikki Bella is the leader of Team SmackDown and Becky Lynch is not, and she is the current SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte is the Raw Women's Champion, and she's the leader of her team, but for some reason the champion doesn't lead the team, but Nikki Bella does, which is fucking asinine and stupid. It really is. It's just asinine. But pretty much after that, the rest of the Raw team came in and jumped Nikki Bella pretty much from Bayley, Sasha Banks, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, and Alicia Fox. They all jumped her. Carmella tried to help, but it didn't work. Next thing you know, the rest of the SmackDown women's team charges. Everybody brawls with each other. Some people think it's kind of weird to see Bailey helping jump somebody. It's just really not in her character, but I guess they want the Raw team to be heels, all of them really. They're just automatic heels for some reason. And pretty much Nia Jackson went through a barricade, and Naomi doing pretty much a springboard at the top of jumping on top of the Raw team and stuff. So it was effective, and SmackDown stood tall on their show, which we saw coming in the route. Somebody's gonna have to invade somebody the next night. It's at the last minute, but it happened of who's gonna invade who. So they did invade Raw tonight. Invade SmackDwn night, the Raw women's team. Next thing you know, very large, I don't know how many 20-man tag, well, maybe it was 20-man or 16-man. Pretty much American Alpha, the Usos, the Hype Bros, and Breezango with Rhino and Slater out there, which was very over, especially Slater, going against the Ascension, the Spirit Squad, the Vaudevillains, and the Headbangers. Headbangers just keep coming back, folks. Pretty much a very just large, I wouldn't say clusterfuck, but just a big tag match. Pretty much everybody hitting spots on each other. American Alpha got the one with the Grand Amplitude on one of the Headbangers to win the match. I still don't know why they need a 4-man announcement team, especially with Tom Phillips out there. He was good on NXT, I'll give him that, but it's just too many people. Otunga's bad enough. JBL is just an idiot at this point. The only guy that's really good on there is Mauro Ranallo, so I don't know why we need 4 guys. Next thing you know, the return of Edge, which actually kind of almost looked like Rick from The Walking Dead a little, especially with the beard. Actually grew his hair back and had Tony Chimmel come out there and say, the rated superstar. Again, which is always fun to hear from Tony Chimmel when Edge comes back. And Edge said, he loves his feeling. He said he bleeds blue. He talks about fantasy warfare, and he's always been on SmackDown. And he said he's been watching SmackDown since the draft, and he called out the entire team to come out here again. So all the SmackDown team came out, and he wanted to shake James Ellsworth's hand, because AJ was going to shake his hand, but he didn't. But people chanted Ellsworth, and Ellsworth said he's been a fan of Edge's entire life, and he wanted to do a 5-second pose with him, but Styles said, no, you're not doing your stupid pose, nobody cares about you, Edge. But Edge went on and says, well, let me talk about my former rated RKO partner right here, Randy Orton. So you're going to stand here and let Bray Wyatt pull the strings for you, but Bray Wyatt said pretty much, this isn't the same Randy that you knew. He's going to be a stronger Viper than before, especially when he shows at Survivor Series this Sunday. Edge then looked at Shane and said, you got a big plate on your ends there, Shane. And it's our team like no other, as AJ Styles, he told AJ Styles, you are the champion. And I only lead them to victory, because you're working for Shane on Smackdown right now when it's over. And Styles said, it sounds stupid, and, listen, I don't even want to work with Dean Ambrose right here. And he pretty much blamed Ambrose for Raw last night after he hit one of the guys, and that's why they got beat up somewhat last night, got knocked out of the ring. As Dean Ambrose pretty much said after we win, he says no more games, no more side-by-side at TLC. He's going to take that title away from him. Next thing you know, the Undertaker's gong hits. People reacted. Everyone, pretty much, Undertaker got in Shane McMahon's faces. People chanted, holy shit, holy shit. And he says that pretty much he told that no man, that is the commissioner, that he has no fear, pretty much, he told Shane McMahon. And he tipped his hat pretty much to him. And people chanted Undertaker. And Undertaker went on to say, WrestleMania will no longer define me. He said he was back taking souls and digging holes. And he said Survivor Series is where The Undertaker was born. And SmackDown has always been his home. But he pretty much went on, let me get to my second point. Because this year's Survivor Series, there's no reason for failure. No one is going to fail. And he says, if any of you fail, you will have a reason to fear the dead man. And you will make sure Team Raw, and they better rest in peace, he told them. Which is a little odd. You really think Undertaker would probably be part of the Survivor Series tag match, you have a Survivor Series match. 4-team SmackDown replaced Shane McMahon, but we're still keeping Shane McMahon on there. Now, Undertaker pretty much said he's back. That's pretty much the main thing. He's back. We don't know what the dead man is back for, but he is back on SmackDown. Since he said SmackDown has always been his home, and yes, Undertaker has always been on SmackDown. So, what do we expect from the dead man being back on here? I don't know, but all he pretty much said there is nothing to fear, but he pretty much says, if you lose this Sunday, you will fear the dead man. And he's coming after them pretty much, if they lose this Sunday. So this little abrupt ending in a way, I don't know what to expect out of Undertaker tonight. Looks great, say that. He is still Undertaker, looks great. So, I don't know what to expect from the dead man this Sunday. Well, pretty much, I guess, his pep talk to the team for Sunday for Survivor Series. I don't know what Undertaker will do next, if he'll be on SmackDown next week or not, but he was here tonight. And pretty much kind of like a warning or a pep talk, telling them not to lose. You will not fear them this Sunday, but if you lose, you will fear me. Even though Undertaker pretty much kicked the shit out of half these guys in the ring, from Shane McMahon to Randy Orton to Bray Wyatt. I don't think. Well, he has faced Ambrose one time and beat him, but he never faced AJ Styles. And Edge is in the ring, but he's beaten Edge multiple times. He's not even on this show. But that's it for SmackDown. We'll see you Sunday for Survivor Series. I'm out here. See you guys later. Peace. Good to see 900 episodes of SmackDown, especially multiple clips they show from Austin blowing up the DX Express, John Cena's debut, Triple H versus The Rock for the WWF Championship with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee with Chyna and Shane McMahon out there. But that was a good match back then, kind of in the beginning stages of SmackDown. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.